Welcome to Deedlee's Puppet Show, starring me, Deedlee. Nah. I'm gonna get you, Kirby. You hear? I'm gonna hit you with this big boy hammer. It's for big boys only. Meant for big boys. Meant for big boys like me. Not you. What? Oh yeah, that's right, you can't talk. Eh, well. Guys, he seriously can't talk. Somebody send help. Call the air. Not so fast, Dee. You can't go insulting Kirby like that. First of all, ow! And second of all, yes I can. He's my arch nemesis. Boy. Oh, hello. I was just playing with my amiibo. As usual. I'm not a crazy person. Anyways. Hey guys, Brady here, and as you can see, I'm recording on my phone. No more crappy quality from my school Chromebook. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of Brady's Talks, where I review certain games. You get the gist, don't you? Well, we're gonna review another Kirby game. And it's actually one of my first Kirby games ever created. Kirby Superstar Ultra for the Nintendo DS. So without further ado, let's get into it. So there's multiple stories in Superstar and Superstar Ultra. So, there's that. There's Spring Breeze, which is basically a different version of Kirby's Dream Land for the original Game Boy. It's a perfect story. There's Dynablade, which has Kirby going to stop an evil bird known as Dynablade, hence the title. Is it from destroying Dreamland's crops. There's Great Cave Offensive, which requires you to to play as Kirby and go around a massive cave, searching for treasure. Did you know that it's also a bad 8-player Smash Bros. Stage? I mean, hey, guilty as charged. I was hyped for that stage. But at least it's there, and that's all that matters. There's Meta Knight Returns, which is Meta Knight's trying to destroy Dreamland instead of Dee. Not cool, take my place, Meta Knight. But and Kirby goes to stop him. He has to partake in many challenges. And then there's Milky Way Wishes, which is the biggest one. And it created the most iconic character in the entire Kirby series, Marx. He's the quote-unquote final boss for the entire game on the Super Nintendo. But let's get to the extra stuff, like the new stuff that's been added. There's Revenge of the King, which, if you know, Spring Breeze was a remake of Kirby's Dream Land. Well, Revenge of the King is a remake of that game's extra mode. So that's cool. There's Meta Nightmare Ultra, which is the grand return of Meta Nightmare from Nightmare in Dreamland. Where you play as Meta Knight, go through every story that has been presented, from Spring Breeze to Milky Way Wishes. There's Helper to Hero, where you got to play as the helpers. And it's pretty cool. It's not an adventure mode, though. It's an arena mode. It's sort of like the arena, except you battle different versions of the enemies, the bosses, whatever you want to call them. But the arena returns as the arena. But there is one thing that cannot be continued. The true arena. The True Arena is a much harder version of the actual arena, where you gotta battle all the bosses from Revenge of the King. So that's pretty cool, right? Yeah. But there's the Final Four, which you fight the final 4 bosses. There's Mass Deity, which is also from Revenge of the King. Apparently, Deity knows his tech, like his machinery. That's pretty cool. There's Bam, there's Wham, or either way you want to say it. Wham Bam, Wham Bam Jewel, which is basically Wham Bam Rock, but with shiny features, shiny hands, and jewelry all over his face. There's Galactonite, which is Meta Knight, but way more brighter colored. And the final boss is, well, backstory. Remember how Marx got defeated along with Nova, the galactic machine dude? Yeah. He unfortunately combined. He merged, fused, transformed, merged with the Nova parts, the broken Nova parts, and transformed into an updated version of himself, known as Mark's Soul. Mark's Soul, by far one of the hardest Kirby bosses, if you beat him already. That's cool. But I can't get to him. So there's that. You beat him, he does a really big piercing screech. You win the True Arena. But wait, there's sub-games. 5, in fact. 2 of them returning from the Super Nintendo version. It's pretty cool, right? There's Kirby Card Snap. There's Kirby Card Swap, where you got 2. You see that on the top screen, it shows the actual card that you gotta grab, and you grab the card, get a point. If you get 3 points, you win. There's Kirby on the Draw, which is sort of like a shooting gallery sort of game. And there's even a point range. Say, you hit Bonkers equals like 50 points? It's a bit higher than that, probably. Or lower. But I believe Bonkers, Chef Kawasaki, and Deity are the highest point range characters. Then there's Snack Attack, where you gotta avoid worms and bombs and get the most fruit. And Maximum Tomatoes. Maximum Tomatoes are worth a lot of points. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool minigame. Pretty cool touchscreen minigames. But then, there's the return of 2 Super Nintendo sub-games. There's Megaton Punch, which is a one-hit chance to shake the planet Popstar. It's a pretty cool minigame. Then there's Samurai Kirby, where you got to press A immediately when it tells you to hit the samurai guy, the samurai versions of Kirby enemies. They all look beautiful, of course, don't they? And there's multiplayer, local multiplayer. And you can only play like the sub games and Spring Breeze with it. And that's basically it. Overall, I think the game was a great port. Exquisite port, if you will. So that's why I'm giving this game an 8 out of 10. For it being my childhood game, one of my childhood games. Having multiplayer, local multiplayer, and adding new stuff to the Super Nintendo game. Anyways, this has been Brady, the Kirby fan, with my review of Kirby Superstar for the Nintendo DS. Want to say goodbye, Kirby? Hi! He's a good kid. Anyways, sayonara.